Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Ayub Analytics Academy. Today we are going to learn year over year YoY analysis in Power BI. This is one of the most frequently asked interview question. We will learn what YoY is, why it is important, and how to implement it using DAX with a real world experience. So let's move to the table. So in my table, you can clearly see I have a dates, year, month, profit, and sales. So let me just go back. Now let's understand what exactly YoY is. So whenever you want to compare from current year to last year and you want to show the growth percentage or the over percentage, which we mean that, so suppose current year you have 500 and last year you have done 700, what will be the percentage? So to identify that, we use a DAX formulas that is called same period last year or data. We can use both the formulas, but it works in a similar way. So let's get started and check the data first. So here I'm just adding a table and I'm adding here dates and I'm clicking on sales. Let me just remove quarter, month, day. And you can see here each year what is the sale. Parallel to this, I need the last year sale also. So this you can consider as a current year, or if you want to write the formula also, you can write the formula. For example, if I click on home, ribbon, and then if I click new measure, and then we're gonna write here CY sales. It's known as current year sales, and then a simple formula which is known as sum of sales. And so let me just remove the sum of sales and I can just add CY sales. So CY sales and sum of sales are both the same. There is no changes on that. So if anyone asks you create a current year sales, then you can even write the formula for this. And if you want any thousand values format ways, then you can just click on this comma. You'll get that option. Okay, now this is current year sale. Now if you want to showcase last year sale, so you will be creating a new formula again, new measure. Then you will be writing last year sales equals to. Now first thing you'll be using calculate. Now you can use here CY sales also, or you can use here the formula called sum of sales column, and then after closing the bracket, give a comma and filter one. Filter, we can use here the formula called same period last year. This is time intelligence formula where commonly used in interview questions also and in real-time scenarios. So I'm just using same period last year. Now in this, it is requesting you to add dates. So we'll be referring here dates column, dot date. Dot date is nothing but it's an extension where it will work with a filter basically. So you can just enter this. And then if you click on this LY sales, which is known as last year's sale, you can clearly see this. And again, if you want to convert into a thousands, you can just use this option, commas. Now you can see 2026, 76,000 we have, and last year's sale is 54. 2025, the current year sale is 54 and last year is 58. So like that, we can validate the data. So let's work on it. Now, after creating this, we need to know the growth also. To get the growth percentage, we can use formulas like divide. So I'm just writing here YoY percentage equals to divide and then current year sales minus last year sales. You're showing the differences first. Then comma divided by last year sales. You're applying this. And in case if you want any other number, you can just use your 0 for the alternate result. If you see if you don't want to see the blank values or anything, then you can use 0 or else you can ignore it. Just close the bracket, enter. Now, after doing this, this will not convert into a percentage. So let me just show you here in the visual. See here. It will not show you in the percentage. So you have to convert here. So whenever you click on this column or the measures, okay, you will get the measure tools. So whenever you're writing a measure, and if you click here, you'll see measure tools. In that measure tool, you will be seeing the percentage option. So you can convert that values into a percentage. Now you can clearly see this. Now, once after doing this, you can just close this formula and you can showcase. So you can show to your manager, and of course, if he needs only YoY without showing the last year sales, you can just remove this also from the weave. If you remove this from this table, you can clearly see. So what is the current year sale and what is the growth year over year percentage? This one option is also there. So if you want to add, you can add, or if you want to remove it, you can remove it. So after doing this, we'll just copy this and paste it, and we'll convert into a visual. So which visual I should use? Now in interview, they will ask you most commonly question like this, which visual I should use for YUI. So here you have an option called line and clustered column chart. If you click on this, it will show you year-wise sales, which is current year and last year. And then YOY, you can just drag into a percentage part. So line axis. Drag this and drop it in a percentage. So you can clearly see. So this is how you can create a visuals. And if you don't want to add this legend and all those things, you can remove. You can have this if you want. If you want to keep, you can keep it. It's up to you for the coloring part. Now, if you want to change this colors, for example, the current year you need different color. So you just need to go to columns in the format and then current year, select this and change the color, whichever you like. For example, so this is our current year sale, and let's check the last year sale. This is our last year sale. Now, after that, you can just click on the line one and you can change the color for line also. You just need to scroll a bit down and you have to go to this color option, and from orange, you can choose whichever the color you like. So you can showcase that. Or if you want to showcase with a black color also, you can showcase. And if you need to add markers, definitely you can add that. So this is how the pointer shows. So once after doing these all things, what next you can do? Okay. If you want to add data labels, then you can add it, but it will look like a messy part. Let me just show you here. For example, format, and you can see here data labels. If you click on this, it will show you like this. So whichever the value you want to highlight, you can highlight. And this is how you can create YOY chart for the comparison. Please do comment if you want this data set and if you want to practice, and let me know which formulas you want to learn. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.